Welcome back, guys, to part four of the C8 Corvette Stingray tutorial design. I have a surprise for you, and then what it is I realized that finding images from Google, it won't be enough to really get the right lines and surfaces that I'm looking for. So what I did today is I went to an actual showroom, and I took picture of an actual Stingray Corvette C8. So as you can see, sharing my monitor with you, I have all these pictures. So that's the actual wheel. So we're gonna be able to see how the rims are on a C8 Corvette. So this is a C8 Corvette Stingray, and then you can see the by the factory, the disc brakes, the actual disc are, it seems like it's not the high end disc, maybe, but probably when you buy a one, you can ask for extra. But yeah, it's getting rusty on this one here, much Michelin tires, of course. uh, yeah, so yeah, I got all these pictures here. We can see a lot better now, all the shapes and surfaces that we are trying to create. So we did the bonnet in the last three tutorials, and then we created this bit. Well, we created the whole bit. So if you can see the bonnet here, let's jump over to a SolidWorks, and let's have a look at our surface actually, how that looks compared to the actual image. So there's a few things that we might have to change here. Um, is maybe because I saw in the picture that on the actual picture, this is not that steep. It's not that deep, steep or deep. Uh, let's jump back to the images here real quickly. I did made an image that shows actually how deep that angle is. So let's see that one. Let's have a look at that angle there. Okay, so which one is it? So maybe this one, yeah, that one there. Um, yeah. So as you can, oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's not that deep, not that steep. So we're going to edit that just a little bit, and then if we jump back here, so these are the two lines that we need to edit because I think they're a little bit too deep. So jump back to our future tree. And so basically, if you highlight that, it brings up those sketches that we need to edit. So the ones that is these 3D sketches. So let's edit that sketch. So so let's decrease some of these handles here, because on the real picture it don't have this much. So, but before we do that, let's make sure that we are on the front. Okay, so let's turn this way, and let's take a little bit off from these and let's have a look now. Yeah, and that looks a lot better than before. And of course, it will update to this section automatically. Um, let's have a look at our picture here. And as you can see, We are now much closer to what we were looking for. However, let's again go back to this picture here, and then let's have a look at this one, and let's see how sharp that front bit is. As I saw this thing in real life, so I have a good understanding of how steep that should be. So not that steep. So let's go back and edit these sections here. So let's click on it, and then we can see it consists of a few sketches. So that's the boundary surface, and that's the 3D sketch. That's the 3D sketch, and then right. So we might have to bring that section down, or you know what? We're just gonna keep it like that. I kind of like it because it should be like this. It's not that steep. Okay, so let's have a look at from this angle here, and then go back to one of our pictures, and then let's see, because I did make pictures on that as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me bring up this section here, and then let's have a look from this image. What can we see from this image here? Right. So it's obvious that the edge of this bonnet, so everything bleeds in smoothly. So it's not straight, but it's one straight curvature. So then things moves out into the actual part. Okay, so there's a few ways we can do that, and there's one way is if we basically if we are cut if we cut back if we cut back somewhere here, something like that, cut back, and then if we create a straight line following this curve and create a boundary surface and add a tangent relationship, it will bleeds into a straight line. So probably we're gonna try that. So let's try that. So simply, what we're gonna do is we're going to try to cut out. Let's jump back to the first display state, and then we're just going to make a sketch on the top plane, and we're gonna grab a simple spline, and then of course we're going to cut from this corner to this corner with this spline. Okay, and then we're going to make a center line from this edge to this edge, and then we're going to make this and then we're going to add a spline point. We're going to add a spline point right in the middle of this section here, and then we're going to press this spline point, hold control, and take the line and make that coincident. Okay. So now if we pull down on our spline, it's going to pull down uh, um, equally on both ends. Okay. So let's cut all the way to that that much, about that much, right? And then let's come in here and have a look. Yes, it's cutting. Yeah, all right, that's good. So we're gonna cut all that. We're just gonna try that. If it's not work out, then we come back and then we try something else. Okay. So press OK on that. Exit the sketch. Okay. And then we're going to uh, we're going to we're going to cut before we cut this out. What we're going to do is we're going to create another sketch on the top plane, and this time we're going to offset to 0, and then we want to get this edge here. Okay, because this is the edge that we're going to create a bonder surface to. So press OK on that. So now we have that sketch. Exit this sketch. Okay, and then now we're gonna jump over to our surfaces. Yes, we are recording. And then we're gonna select trim surface, and trim tool is going to be this sketch, and we're going to keep all of that, and this will go away. So press OK on that. Okay, and then let's now create a 3D sketch. We're gonna grab a 3D sketch, and let's go to sketch and 3D sketch, and we're going to get a spline, and we're gonna get this spline from this corner to this corner. Okay, and then now we just jump back to our top view, and then let's just pull this let's add a spline point again in the middle here, so we can pull it down. Okay, so let's try to pull it down to until it looks similar to that. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, let's pull it down to here. That looks even better. And press OK on that. And then now we're just gonna jump in here. Oh, unfortunately, it snipped it. It snipped it right onto the center line on the bottom. We didn't want it, so let's delete that relationship there. Or hold on a second. Let's just take out the. There you go. That's a lot better. Okay, so let's jump back again. Uh, Here, and let's pull this down to about here. Okay, press OK. Oh, it's still touched that. Okay, and then again, let's pull it down to about there. Let's not have that coincident relationship there. We do. Okay. So okay. So what we're going to do is what we're gonna do is we're going to take out. We're going to hide this sketch here if we could. Hold on a second. Let's hide that. Oh, it will hide the whole thing. I'll control Z to bring it back. Okay. And I hide the whole thing. Okay, let's bring that pictures. Let's bring those pictures back. Okay. Okay, so we're missing our top view picture. Let's jump in here quickly and let's bring back our top view picture. The top view picture. Let's show that. Okay, very good. All right. So okay, so let's try that again. Let's try that again. Come in here and then let's add a spline point and let's pull it down. Let's see if we are still, yes, we are. Okay, let's try something else here. Okay, so let's jump over to our second display state. Okay, and then let's jump over to the top and let's bring it down this way. Okay, okay, let's have a look. Okay, that's much better. All right, so let's have a look at now from the front, from this angle, and we want to pull this down a little bit in this section this way. Of course, we don't want to snip to that. Okay, let's try from this angle here. Okay, let's exit that. Oh, okay. So right. So let's have a look at this line here, and then let's pull this line to where it really should be. So right now it's quite up a little bit. So let's maybe need to pull it down. Definitely pull it down a little bit. Okay, so let's try to pull it down without getting attached to anything here. I'll come a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, so now it's somewhere down there, and actually we rather have it a little bit up. Let's bring it back up and let's have a look now. Okay, so that kind of looks good to me. Um, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that, and let's try and add that boundary surface, and let's hope that this line become tangent with all these surfaces. Okay, so let's go to surfaces. Let's go to surfaces, and then we're going to select. We're going to press boundary surface, and we're gonna select selection manager, and we're gonna select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and press OK. And then we're gonna select selection manager again and select this line, press OK. And on this side, we're going to choose tangency to face. Okay. And on this side, we're going to choose none. Okay, so let's have a look if that works. Okay, so let's have a look at our surfaces. Yeah, so it bleeds into straight exactly what I had in mind. Uh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, so let's go here to our versus gloss black and copy appearance and just uh, paste appearance to this section here. And of course, let's just to connect this together, these two parts, and connect it together. And then now it is one surface. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's have a look. And now it blades in very nicely. However, it creates that kind of uh, curve here, uh, which I don't believe we have it on the actual car. So let's have a look at our pictures again. Let's have a look at the pictures. Let's bring up these photos here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a straight line. So it's probably because uh, we pulled that line in a little bit too much. So let's not pull that line in. Instead, keep it a little bit straighter, and then we're gonna trim it back. So let's try that. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so the line that we need to edit is edit 3D sketch. It's that line there. Let's bring it out to here. Exit the sketch. All right, that's now that looks a lot better. Okay. Okay, so let's try something else. Let me bring in our first display state here, and then create normal profile. Yeah, it's not following that line already. Let's do a Control Z here. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's do something differently here. So let's uh, let's create a let's see the sketch. Let's go back to the feature tree, and then let's delete the it, and then let's delete the wonder surface. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is uh, well, I was thinking that if we do it separately, then but then it's not gonna create a tangency what we are looking for. Okay, let me see why it comes up high. Maybe if we bring that lower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's just keep it as it is, I guess. So selection manager, and let's select these faces. Okay. And then the selection manager, let's select this line here. Okay, and then we're going to add a edit feature, and then we're going to add a curvature to face, and press OK on that. All right, and let's bring in our first display state. Okay, right. So yeah, I think we're gonna keep it like that. So that's not too bad. And later on, we can come back and then fix that. Um, let's copy this appearance and add to this appearance and connect these two surfaces together. Okay, right. All right. So this completes tutorial 4, and then see you back in the tutorial 5.